Assassin's Creed Shadows is finally here, bringing us deep into the heart of feudal Japan, a setting fans have been begging for years. But does it live up to the hype? In this review, we'll break down everything from the gameplay mechanics, story, and graphics, to the overall experience and whether this entry stands among the best in the franchise. Let's dive in. Let's start with the gameplay, because let's be honest, this is what makes or breaks an Assassin's Creed game. Ubisoft has really leaned into the dual-protagonist system, offering two distinct playstyles. We have Yasuke, the African samurai, who brings raw power and intense melee combat, and Neo, the shinobi assassin, who embodies the classic stealthy approach. The combat system feels refined compared to previous titles, balancing brutal samurai duels with fluid stealth takedowns. Yasuke's fighting style is all about power, using heavy attacks, parries, and devastating finishers. Meanwhile, Neo plays more like the classic assassins we know, agile, swift, and precise, utilizing smoke bombs, kunai, and her hidden blade. Parkour also sees some much-needed love in this installment. Running along rooftops, scaling temples, and performing air assassinations feel more dynamic than ever. The new grappling hook makes movement faster, allowing for some creative escapes and ambushes. It's a step up from the clunkier mechanics we've seen in recent AC titles. Stealth, a core aspect of the series, is deeper than before. Shadows introduces a full-fledged light and shadow system, meaning sticking to the darkness makes you practically invisible, while being caught in the light makes you an easy target. This adds an extra layer of strategy when sneaking into enemy territory. Assassin's Creed Shadows transports us to late 16th century Japan, during the Sengoku period, a time of war, shifting alliances, and political intrigue. This historical backdrop is perfect for an AC game, blending real-world figures with the hidden war between assassins and Templars. Yasuke's story is particularly fascinating, as he's based on the real-life African samurai who served under Oda Nobunaga. His journey from an outsider to a warrior respected in Japan is compelling, adding depth and emotional weight to his character. Meanwhile, Neo is a shinobi with her own vendetta, seeking justice for her fallen clan. The dynamic between these two protagonists creates a rich narrative, with moments of camaraderie, tension, and conflicting ideals. Side missions also deserve a mention. Ubisoft has ditched the generic fetch quests in favor of more engaging, meaningful side content. You'll be investigating betrayals, unraveling conspiracies, and even training under legendary warriors. These stories help flesh out the world and make it feel alive. Visually, Assassin's Creed Shadows is stunning. Feudal Japan has never looked better in a game. The environments are richly detailed, from the cherry blossom fields and bustling villages to the dimly lit interiors of enemy castles. The lighting system deserves praise, it plays a huge role in both stealth and overall immersion. Walking through a bamboo forest at night with just the glow of a lantern creates an almost cinematic experience. Character models are highly detailed, with realistic facial animations and impressive cloth physics. The attention to detail in armor and weapons shows the care the developers put into historical accuracy. Sound design is another area where Shadows excels. The clash of steel, the whisper of footsteps in the dark, and the atmospheric sounds of the environment all contribute to immersion. The voice acting is strong across the board.
We should go.
Not before we send our allies to look for him. He'll be difficult to find.
With Yasuke and Neo delivering believable and heartfelt performances. The soundtrack blends traditional Japanese instruments with modern orchestration, creating an evocative soundscape that heightens both combat and exploration. Whether you're sneaking through an enemy compound or engaging in a high-stakes duel, the music adapts perfectly. Assassin's Creed Shadows had high expectations, but not everyone is happy. We'll go over the biggest complaints players have about the game. Many fans feel the game leans too much into RPG mechanics, losing the classic Assassin's Creed identity. Combat, while visually impressive, is called repetitive, with Yasuke's playstyle feeling too heavy and slow. Parkour, despite improvements, still doesn't match the fluidity of past AC titles. Some players argue that the story lacks depth, with the dual-protagonist approach preventing either Yasuke or Neo from fully developing. Others feel the assassin versus Templar conflict takes a back seat, making it feel less like a true AC game. The open world is visually stunning, but some say it lacks life, with repetitive NPC interactions and side quests. Another major complaint is the voice acting. While the performances are serviceable, many players feel they lack emotion and energy, making key moments in the story feel flat. This issue is especially noticeable in dramatic scenes, where characters should be showing more intensity but instead come off as lifeless. Performance issues have also been a concern, with reports of frame rate drops, animation glitches, and occasional crashes. While Ubisoft promises fixes, many believe a game of this scale should have launched in a more polished state. There are also a few technical hiccups. While the game runs well for the most part, occasional frame rate drops and minor glitches pop up here and there, especially in crowded areas. Hopefully, future patches will iron these out. So, should you play Assassin's Creed Shadows? If you're a longtime fan, you might as well give it a shot. If you love history, especially the story of the first Black Samurai, there's something here for you. But if you're new to the series and can't stand bugs and glitches, this might not be the best starting point. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But what do you think? Are you enjoying Assassin's Creed Shadows? And if you liked this review, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.